This is Chris Itterman of Eclectic Tech LLC, and I spent years as a web developer. I have a cautionary tale for web designers and developers. Beware customers who don't have their content ready. Some clients have their content ready, whether it's good or not, and you can create their website quickly. Some require extensive changes for their website to go live. I was once referred a redesigned customer who needed to rewrite over 15 pages from their old website. When asked about turnaround, I said I could have their design complete in 2 weeks, and the typical bottleneck is client delivery of content. In hindsight, I should have said that their end of the task was unrealistic. I could port their current content and they could rewrite a page or more per month after. It would have been much more manageable for a busy agency. Some designers turn away prospects when content isn't ready. Live and learn, Chris. This web project dragged on. Over the next 22 months, I received text for 5 web pages. In hindsight, I should have waved the white flag sooner. Port the current content and suggest that we go live. Instead, I offered a live content workshop. They didn't have the time to get all the key people in the room. You're in the industry. Have you ever had customers like this? If so, you may have unpaid invoices waiting to be collected. It's always best to put ourselves in the customer's shoes. What types of problems do customers like this face? Number 1, overwhelm. Too much to do. It's tough to balance a complicated writing project. It takes longer to write than you think. You need to strategize to leverage your writing time and a good idea of what you're about to write. Setting aside the time to write in a workday environment, finding the peace you need to gather your thoughts, can be impossible in a chaotic work environment. Overwhelm can result in writer's block for anyone. As a web developer, you can assist regarding what to write. Armed with what to write, the client can leverage their writing time more effectively. Number 2, perfectionism. Fear of making mistakes. Looking for the perfect way to start leads to the classic blank page syndrome. There's also all the baggage of school experiences, the fear of spelling and grammar errors, of public humiliation, and of bad grades. Encouraging your client, such as saying there's no grade, can go a very long way here. Let the person know that it's okay to rough it out and have someone else look everything over, correct grammatical errors, and give it their website content blessing. Keep a copy editor on speed dial as a referral partner. They can polish and finish your client's rough content. Number 3, procrastination, the art of self-distraction. There's always something more urgent than writing, like detailing the bathroom tiles. It takes discipline to carve out and defend writing time. Use an old laptop to reduce temptation to watch videos. I don't turn on my browser software, and I write in my bedroom, in a different environment from my other work. If your clients have to achieve inbox 0 every day, or are on Facebook instead of writing, procrastination could be your client's problem. Remind them to set aside time and to have a list of topics and subtopics to write about ready. This can make their writing time more productive. Number 4, confusion. What goes on a website? Customers may be lost when it comes to appropriate web content. They've seen websites, but it doesn't help now. Rather than the overwhelm of knowing too much, this is the blank stare of not knowing enough. There's no quick fix. This customer needs assistance and much more knowledge, even down to coaching the client to guide how they think about the topic. This may also lead to number 5. Number 5, helplessness. That's why I hired you. You're the expert. This client is leaning on you to do more than just draw pretty pictures. You could add content development to your services or make sure it's excluded from your services. Content is time-consuming and may not be your area of expertise. Do you know marketing and content development? Are you familiar with attracting specific target customers? And search optimization, market research, copywriting, copy editing, and so on. The client may need content coaching, instruction, hand-holding, but that doesn't mean that you're qualified to deliver it. can you provide honest customer service without having to say no, and come out looking like a hero? To continue my story, after 2 years, I ended up parting ways with the customer. It was a devastating experience because I wanted to help and they wanted help. I burned out and lost my love of creating websites. This customer had all 5 of the symptoms and I didn't see it. It was frustrating to understand web content, yet be unable to share it with a client who desperately needed it and didn't have time to schedule a live work session. I now create online courses and work with web content. I decided enough is enough. I know dozens of web developers who don't want to be content developers. Let's fix this. I have an online school called Level Up Writer and created How to Get Your Web Content Done as an online course for people with web content writer's block. Clients learn what belongs on each page of a website and go through ungraded exercises to write content. Customers think about their target market and strategize their web content. They can get support from people creating web content, and I answer questions about content and give feedback on their assignments. If you're reluctant to send clients to this course, I understand. Do you want more insight into developing web content? Learn content questions, strategies, and organization? Join me in my course. Evaluate it for you and your customers. I want to help you help your customers get out of writer's block so that you can give them a beautiful and useful website much faster. Click on the link below to evaluate the course. How to get your web content done. It's time to level up, writer.